to be king!
And go Joanna. Could Joanna man possibly slam dunk this ball?
I think it was Napoleon that said something along the lines of, whenever your enemy is in the process of destroying themselves, don't interrupt them. Now, I don't see women as being a men's enemy, but I think that even the most average of man knows that the modern feminine imperative, the "you go girl" sentiment, has gotten out of control, just beyond conversation. Well, sometimes in life, you get old enough and you see enough things happen, and even while the empire is burning, you have to know that there are things that are just absolutely comical. And one of the things that I find to be somewhat Shakespearean in its hilarity is being the push, the outright demand that men buy into the narrative that there's no difference between the sexes, and anything that men can do, women can do, and all of this absolute idiotic narrative that's been used to prop up mediocre women. And it's gotten to the point to where it's almost impossible to watch any movie that you see now, because it's just this regurgitation of "you go girl." And like all movements that are based in horseshit, the "you go girl" imperative is about to implode, and the weak leader that has been put into position has just really nailed the coffin. Now, anyone that knows anything about sports knows that the WNBA is really difficult to watch. It's a subpar product when you compare it to the NBA. Like, only the women who play in the WNBA or aspire to, or their girlfriends, they're the only ones who think that the sport is anywhere close to what the men produce. And the ones that are delusional into believing that they can compete against men. I saw a video where some overgrown girl thought that, she believed that she could go one-on-one with an NBA player and whoop their ass, and that's highly unlikely. But the fantasy, I understand how the fantasy has been propagated and bought into, because hell, when you're the weaker sex and you've got the whole culture telling you that that you're better than what you are, then you become mentally deluded, and some of them retarded. But the beauty in the world is this: if you're around long enough and you pay attention, you'll get to see things balance themselves out. And what's about to happen to women and girls and all of those who have subscribed to this "you go girl" narrative, what's about to happen is you're about to find out the real truth about why men and women are different. You're about to find out that all of the lies that have been told to you about you can do whatever you want to do, you can compete and invade men's spaces. See, women have gotten real comfortable in demanding that they be allowed where men are. The dyke back in the day who demanded to be let on the golf course with the men and celebrated getting her ass stomped just because they let her play. But at the same time, if a man would have demanded he go and play in a women's tournament, not only would have been met with just severe objection, it wouldn't have even been a point to prove, because everybody knows even the lowest ranked dude would win that tournament. But we have propagated this bullshit narrative over and over again that women have the right to invade men's spaces and claim some sort of victory for doing just a minimal thing, like Sarah Fuller's kick. I mean, this girl is somehow enshrined because she kicked the football. She didn't make a tackle. She didn't do football stuff. She kicked the ball, and all of a sudden, that's the shit. But here's where it comes into play, ladies. You guys asked for equality. You guys have stood beside with these weird alphabet people who wanna take over the culture and force this down our throats. You've stood by this whole time and demanded that everybody accept this narrative that you can do what men can do. Well, you're about to find out, because now that your beloved president, your master, has signed an executive order basically executing your success, you're about to find out even the weakest men, even the weakest of the male species who decides to come and invade your space, they're about to take over. And you're gonna find out that even with the weakest of men, you do not qualify to be in the arena with them. And do not start whining and crying and talk about unfairness, because you fucking asked for exactly what you're about to get. The WNBA is about to get the one thing that would have made it exciting from the beginning. Men out.